Castile and Leon is an autonomous community in northwestern Spain. It was created in 1983, formed by the provinces of Avila, Burgos, Leon, Palencia, Salamanca, Segovia, Soria, Valladolid and Zamora. It is the largest autonomous community in Spain in terms of area, covering 94,222 square kilometers. It is, however, sparsely populated, with a population density below 30 per square kilometers. While a capital has not been explicitly declared, the seats of the executive and legislative powers are set in Valladolid by law and for all purposes. That city serves as de facto regional capital. Castile and Leon is a landlocked region, bordered by Portugal as well as by the Spanish autonomous communities of Galicia, Asturias, Cantabria, the Basque Country, La Rioja, Aragon, Castilla-La Mancha, the Community of Madrid and Extremadura. Chiefly comprising the northern half of the inner plateau, it is surrounded by mountain barriers and it is drained by the Douro River, flowing west toward the Atlantic Ocean. The region contains 8 World Heritage Sites. UNESCO recognizes the Cortes of Leon of 1188 as the cradle of worldwide parliamentarism. The Statute of Autonomy of Castile and Leon, reformed for the last time in 2007, establishes in the 6th article of its preliminary title the symbols of the community's exclusive identity. These are the coat of arms, the flag, the banner and the anthem. Its legal protection is the same as that corresponding to the symbols of the state whose outrages are classified as crime in Article 543 of the Penal Code. In the articulated statuary, the coat of arms is defined as follows. The coat of arms of Castile and Leon is a stamped shield by open royal crown, barracked in cross, the 1st and 4th quartering. In the field of gules, a merloned golden castle of 3 merlons, drafted of sable and rinse of azure, the 2nd and 3rd quartering. In a silver field, a rampant lion of purple, lingud, dyed and armed with gules, crowned with gold. Likewise, the flag is described as follows. The flag of Castile and Leon is quartered and contains the symbols of Castile and Leon. As described in the previous section, the flag will fly in all the centers and official acts of the community. To the right of the Spanish flag, following the same wording, the banner is constituted by the shield quartered on a traditional crimson background. The statute also expresses, the anthem and the other symbols will be regulated by specific law. After the promulgation of the fundamental norm, this law was not promulgated, so the anthem does not exist. But the EO as a symbol of autonomy. Several archaeological findings show that in prehistoric times these lands were already inhabited. In the Atapuerca Mountains have been found many bones of the ancestors of Homo sapiens, making these findings one of the most important to determine the history of human evolution. The most important discovery that catapulted the site to international fame was the remains of Homo heidelbergensis. Before the arrival of the Romans, it is known that the territories that make up Castile and Leon today were occupied by various Celtic peoples, such as Vacae, Otrigonese, Termodigi, the Wetones, Uschers or Celtiberians. The Roman conquest resulted in warring with the local tribes. One particularly famous episode was the siege of Numancia, an old town located near the current city of Soria. The Romanization was unstoppable, and to this day great Roman works of art have remained, mainly the aqueduct of Segovia as well as many archaeological remains such as those of the ancient Clunia, salt mines of Poza de la Sal in the Via de la Plata pathway, which crosses the west of the community from Astorga to the capital of modern Extremadura, Merida. With the fall of Rome, the lands were occupied militarily by the Visigoth peoples of Germanic origin. The subsequent arrival of the Arabs was followed by a process known as the Reconquista. In the mountainous area of Asturias, a small Christian kingdom was created which opposed the Islamic presence in the peninsula. They proclaimed themselves heirs of the last Visigoth kings, who in turn had been deeply Romanized. This resistance of Visigoth Roman heritage and supported by Christianity was becoming increasingly strong and expanding to the south. eventually setting its court in the city of Leon, becoming the Kingdom of Leon. To favor the repopulation of the new reconquered lands, a number of fueras or letters of repopulation were granted by the monarchs. In the Middle Ages, the pilgrimage by Christianity to Santiago de Compostela was popularized. The Camino de Santiago runs along the northern part of the region and contributed to the spread of European cultural innovations throughout the peninsula. Today, the Camino is still an important touristic and cultural attraction. In 1188, the Basilica of San Isidoro of Leon was the setting of the first parliamentary body in the history of Europe, with the participation of the Third Estate.